Hi guys, so I received now the letter coming from the USCIS, a reminder for my I-751. So today is March 6th and my 2 years conditional green card will expire June. So 90 days before the expiration, that is March 26, I need to submit the form I-751 to remove condition of my green card. So now I receive a letter coming from the USCIS, a form I-797C, notice of action to remind for my I-751. So as you can see in here, the received date, notice date, priority date is February 27, and then the applicant here written my alien number, and then my name, and then my name, and then my address, and then notice type, reminder to file form I-751. So let's read. Our records indicate that you were granted conditional permanent resident status in the United States on June 24, 2017. Under Section 216 of the Immigration and Nationality Act, you are required to file Form I-751, petition to remove conditions on residence during the 90-day period immediately before the date your 2-year conditional permanent resident card expires. The information below can help you to file the required Form I-751. Go to www.uscis.gov/I-751 to get the form, instructions, and a checklist of required initial evidence. When filing your Form I-751, it is very important that you submit the correct fees and properly sign the form. You generally must file Form I-751 together with the petitioning spouse, the person who petitioned for you to receive a green card. In certain circumstances, you may request a waiver of the requirement to file with the petitioning spouse. See the form instruction for more information. While you should still file a waiver request before your card expires, you do not have to wait to file it during the 90-day period immediately before the 2-year green card conditional permanent resident card expires. So submit a copy of the front and back of your 2-year permanent resident card, also known as green card form or Form I-551, along with the Form I-751. You also must submit a copy of the front and back of the green card for any children who receive conditional permanent resident status through your marriage and that you are including on your Form I-751. You must provide documents to show that the marriage was entered into a good faith unless you are only requesting a waiver from the requirement to file together with the petitioning spouse because of extreme hardship, and that USCIS should remove the condition on your permanent residence. The evidence should cover the entire period of the marriage. Such evidence of a good faith marriage may include but is not limited to. So, documentation of any children resulting from the relationship, such as birth certificate, adoption decree, or documentation showing legal guardianship, documents showing joint ownership and or occupancy of a communal residence, such as leases in both names showing joint occupancy or deeds and mortgages in both names showing joint ownership, financial records showing joint ownership of asset and joint responsibility for liabilities such as joint checking and saving accounts, statements showing deposits or withdrawals for the period of marriage, life, medical, car, or home insurance policies that show the other spouse as the beneficiary, joint federal and state tax returns with verification that they were filed, joint utility bills, joint credit cards, or loan debts. Other evidence establishing that the marriage was not entered into in order to evade U.S. immigration laws. you and your petitioning spouse may be required to attend an interview. If you do not file Form I-751, we may automatically terminate your conditional permanent resident status and issue you a notice to appear in immigration court. So, this is the Form I-797C Notice of Action. Reminder to file the Form I-751. So, I hope you are now familiar for the notice of action that you will receive before your 2 years conditional green card expires. But some says they did not receive the letters coming from the USCIS. So even you receive it or not, so 90 days before your 2 years conditional green card expired, you have to file your I-751. Okay, so if you have questions, clarifications, please feel free to comment on my video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.